With these signals, I made 8 profitable trades out of 10. I intend to show you everything. Most traders lose money not because the market is unpredictable, but because they enter trades blindly, without a clear signal, without confirmation, just on feelings. Now I will show you specific signals for binary options that I use every day with an entry accuracy of over 80%. No guessing, just a system. Watch and remember, the first signal will appear in just 10 seconds. As I said, this video will start right away with a trade. So now I'm opening a position for an upward movement. I will explain to you later how to make such cool trades. For now, I want to draw your attention to two indicators. These are two moving average lines, but not simple moving averages. They are essentially the same as this indicator on TradingView. You can't even imagine how effective it turned out to be that I even had to write the developer to find out the special settings that I added, and I will tell you about them later and show you how to do the same. Well, I hope you clearly saw how confidently the signals work accordingly to the strategy. So now it's time to tell you about the two moving average indicators. Let's remove them as if nothing happened. Go to the indicators panel, double click and set the same settings as I have. You can change everything in the styles at your discretion. The most important thing is the periods and the times of these lines. This is incredibly important, so pay attention to it. I will do it like this. Now let's move on to the strategy itself. Let me explain the strategy with a more visual example of the original indicator. Here you can notice how remarkably clearly the price reversed after entering the zone of this indicator. We added the same two moving average lines with different periods. Just like here, according to this indicator, it is very easy to understand that the market is moving in the downward direction. Accordingly, we open trades according to the trend when the market approaches this indicator from below. If the market approaches this indicator from above, then we open trades upwards according to the upward trend. The thing is that these levels we added are essentially dynamic zones of support and resistance. As you can see, these lines are very significant and it's literally difficult for the market to ignore them. Therefore, if we received a reaction downwards here and here, why wouldn't we get one now? I believe it's absolutely reasonable to assume that there will be a correction in the market. Moreover, after forming such a pattern that additionally indicates a decline, the market has long been in a downward trend. So we open the trade according to the trend. Essentially, if you look at this part of the chart, the market moves in zigzags like this, and almost every correction coincides with this area where we can open trades downwards. Additionally, I pay attention to various candlestick patterns that indicate either a decline or a continuation of our trend. You should generally know all these patterns, but I will definitely talk about them later. So, in 8 seconds, our second trade will close. Look how well it performs. The market continues its decline after correcting the 50th moving average line. So, the next trade for an upward movement is already opened. Here I am acting according to, and again, we have an upward trend in the market. It's evident because both lines are in a rising position. We are experiencing a slight correction where the market first encounters the green moving average line. Plus, we have an interesting candle forming. It's a doji candle, which has a small body and a long shadow pointing downwards. Remember, these candles will often appear on your chart. If you see such candles, you should trade in the opposite direction of the tail. If the tail is at the top, you trade downwards. If it's at the bottom, you trade upwards. as in this situation, it's very easy to remember. Literally, after a couple of trades, you'll get used to it. So, I'm preparing to open a large trade. I hope we'll have a large shadow here. Unfortunately, it's not as big as I expected, but we can still see a slight reaction from the red line. Yeah, if we didn't get this reaction from the green line, we should very likely get it from the red one. But guys, I want to draw your attention on one mistake that we will probably make if I don't tell you about it. Let's take a look while this trade is in progress at other assets and see how they look. For example, let's open this currency pair, or let me find a very bad currency pair as an example where you absolutely should not trade. Look at this. There are a huge number of touches and crossings, but they all look different from what you're used to seeing in my trading sessions. The thing is that the market here is simply between two horizontal levels. In other words, it moves from the upper boundary to the lower boundary, and it will keep moving like this until a trend starts. But this currency pair is absolutely unsuitable for trading. And here, you will only lose your money if you try to make a profit on it. The most important thing is that there should be a very clear trend in the market even for you. It can be an active upward trend or an active downward trend, but it should not be, sideways or what is called flat. Then the reaction from these levels won't keep you waiting. Right now, my trade is closing very soon, and I hope that we still make a profit. I found just an amazing situation where I will open the trade in 15 seconds. As you can see, there was that flat I told you not to trade under any circumstances. Here we have a chart between two levels. But recently, there has been a quite clear downward trend in the market, and now the market is touching the red line for the first time. I suspect that this movement is just a correction after which our downward movement will continue. Therefore, at this entry point, I am opening a favorable trade based on the signal. It's a pity that the market continues to rise here, but there's nothing to be done. We'll fix our loss. We are forming the same Japanese candle as here, with the shadow pointing upwards. This doesn't let me go, and I still hope we will get a correction, so I'm opening two more additional trades. By the way, this is what I was talking about. We are getting a great confident reaction from this red line, and the market continues to move in its downward direction. Well then, let's summarize. We started with a balance of $2,500. As you can see, this is my real account, and I will show you the entire history of trades. And for today, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 profitable trades and 1 losing trade. During this session, I earned $1,300 considering that I traded about 10% of my balance. I think this is an excellent result that each of you could replicate if you knew the strategy. There's nothing complicated about it. It's just a step-by-step use of available tools. Subscribe to my channel, follow the link in the description. There I will continue to trade. Today I have another evening trading session with subscribers ahead of me. So thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.